Hi, this is Beatrice, and I will be telling a story when I was still in 8th grade in junior high school, where I was accused by my own friend as a homebreaker. Believe it or not, yes, but I was accused as a homebreaker by my own friends. It was silly, but also funny to me. Eventually, I found it funny because it was by my own friend, and the accusation was a homebreaker. Well, I don't like to be near boys. So it was a silly thing, actually. So the beginning of 8th grade, so to start on, the beginning of the class, I entered the class and I saw this girl sitting on the corner alone. So I decided to greet her and introduce myself. Then on, we started to conversing and she introduced herself too. Let's call her C, because I don't want to spill the tea. Yes. So C and I decided to talk about ourselves. We introduce ourselves, and then on, we become a friend. Then we also met our other friends called J. So we're like a trio, J, C, and me. I don't really have a very good experience in friendship due to I was bullied back in the days when I was still in elementary school, and I had a hard time to socialize with people. So it's very surprising when I could socialize with them in 8th grade, because I'm not originally from Java. I was from NTB. I was born and raised there, and I started to studies here in Surabaya when I was in 7th grade. Yes, the start was in 7th grade. And back to the topic. So then on, CJ and me started to become a friend. We go to the canteens every break, and we always help each other with our homework, and if we have difficulties in certain subjects, we help each other. And to tell you the truth, I had a lot of weakness in subjects. If I could say, the only subject that I can when I was in 8th grade would be English. Yes, English, math. English and math, only English and math. Those two are the only subject that I can do when I was in 8th grade, believe it or not. But compared to now, math is my weakness subject, because math in junior high school and high school are different. And well, since the start of COVID, I become lazy too. And there's the explanation from the teacher doesn't stuck on my mind. So yes. Then yeah. So I'm very weak at science, history, civic. We don't have chemistry. Science, civic. Oh right, I'm also very weak in Bahasa Indonesia. That is my least favorite subject up until now. Frankly, I've never passed in Bahasa Indonesia. The highest score that I received in Bahasa Indonesia is actually 80. Yes, 80 is my highest score, and that's happened only twice. I have difficulties in speaking too with Bahasa Indonesia. Well, I'm fluent because it is my first languages, it's my mother's tongues. However, there's few words that I don't know, and that is why I had difficulties and hard times to talk with people with Bahasa. That's why I always mixed it up with English, as I am comfortable and could speak English more than Bahasa. Nah, that's just a lie. But yes, I was ashamed and embarrassed it was a bashful thing because I, as an Asian person, never passed by Asia. Yes. So my friends C and J always help me. Actually, only J that helps me with those subjects because C always busy with her own world. So J always helped me with those subjects, helped me with my homework if I don't understand it correctly. And she would also come to me to ask for help with math and English, and I would always help her as a friend, of course. And the start of this accusation is very weird because it is out of the blue, definitely out of the blue. I thought at that time that we're friends. Ooh, this is the start of the dramatic. I should play dramatics audio in the background. The start of the drama was out of the blue. So it was at a certain day when I'm with Jay, went to the canteen to buy food. And when we entered the class, I saw C was sitting with lots of people in our class. Jay and I were seatmates, and C sat in the corner. I don't remember where exactly, but left corner if I remember, yes. She was sitting there with a lot of people in our class talking about random topics because I don't want to interrupt her. So Jay and I sat in the different places. We sat in different tables far from them so we don't disturb them. But I'm a very nosy person, so I decided to listen to what they were talking about. That's a bad habit of mine. Yeah, I was listening to what they were talking about, and I heard my name was mentioned by C. I was curious and decided to lean my head towards their directions and listen to what they were talking about. Eventually, they were talking about how rude I am towards C. Maybe I was rude, I don't know, I couldn't really tell. But why would I, towards my friend, be rude like that? I'm not a cruel person. Maybe. Yes. So when they said that, I can only sat there in silence, and I told my friend Jay what was happening. Why are they talking about me like that? And she told lies, rumors about me, where I demand her to give me money so that I could buy food at the canteen. Like, bro, I had my own money given by my parents. Why would I ask for your money? I ate rice given by my own parents. That's why. And I also heard what she said that other than I demand her for her money, I was rude, and I was the teacher's pet. It was weird because I never knew what this teacher's pet meant. So I asked my friend, what does the teacher's pet mean? Am I like that? Am I the pet of the teachers? And my friend Jay told me what's like the teacher's pet mean. It was like she told me that C was accusing me of being the teacher's pet, where I always get high scores in subjects because I was a teacher's pet. I just cheat on my exams. I do it with all honesty, and I would never lie or cheat on my exams, even though if I receive low grades, low scores. But if it's with my own honesty, then I'm proud. So I was heartbroken at that time because it was my own friend that accused me. So I told Jay that probably I need time to think about this situations. I don't know how to handle it, how to talk to C about this drama. But Jay told me to talk to her the next day. So I went home, do my homework. I still think about it, but I fell asleep. I fell asleep into a deep slumber. Then the next day, when I entered the class, I saw that everybody was staring at me as I entered the class. I was confused. What is happening at that time? I looked at everybody, they were staring at me, and I saw that C was laughing at me, which is weird. And I sat with Jay and I asked her what was happening again. And Jay told me that C was laughing at me the whole time before I entered the class and told stories about where I was a homewrecker. There, I was definitely shocked. A homewrecker? Since when I'm a homewrecker? I did nothing. All I did was studying and just studying, and went to the canteen to buy foods. Bantol, yes. So why am I accused as a homewrecker? I was confused and I asked myself, did I do anything wrong, or have I ever steal her boyfriend? I never knew that he had a boyfriend. She never told me that she had a boyfriend before. So where, when, how? I tried to understand what this homewrecker situations is. Since I was curious in the situations I was accused as a homewrecker, I asked a few of my friends from the other class, if I was a homewrecker in this situation, who did I steal from the rumor, based on the rumor? Because I'm curious, I never saw her with a boy before, and from the rumor, it says that her boyfriend was in our class. So I was curious to know. I never saw her sit with her boyfriend before, or with any boys. None, never. So I asked a few of my friends, who is this boyfriend of her? And my friend told me that it was my friend, Matthew. I am willing to say the names. I dare to say the name, Matthew. So my friend told me that it was Matthew, my friend from my class. Matthew and I was a close friend since 7th grade. We're also from the same class in 7th grade. And we're also in the same class again when we're in 8th grade. So we're a close friend and we know each other. And that's why I walked to my class and decided to ask Matthew. I asked, bro, are you dating C? Because everyone have been telling me that I was a homewrecker. Surprisingly, I was a homewrecker and I steal you from her. Since when did you date her? I asked him that. And surprise, he was surprised too. He was shocked when he heard what I said to him. He said that it was all lies, that he would never date C. And this is cruel, but he said that he never liked C. And he didn't even know about this rumor. He was confused. Why would anyone or everybody said that he was dating C when he had nothing to do, had no business with C? I told him, well, there's an accusations about me being a homewrecker in the situations. And he was also confused. How so? And he said, probably it's because we always hang out together too, and we're always in the same team when we do projects. That's why since someone was envious and jealous, it was silly because we're still in junior high school. Shouldn't we focus on our studies? and to receive good grades, good scores, rather than dating and do such silly things like that. That is why I wanted to make this whole drama clear. I then decided to message, see if we could meet up somehow, because I told her I felt like there's some problems between us. There's like a barrier between us that stop us with our friendships, and we're not as close as before. And I also asked Jay about the situations because I've never had a good relationship in a friendship. So I asked her for her advices, but somehow Jay was distancing herself from me. So I was confused. Did I do something wrong in the situations? Because everyone is distancing themselves from me. I tried to message Jay and ask her, why are you distancing yourself from me? Did I do something wrong? If I do, then I do apologize and I'll try to fix those. And she said that I bullied C. I was confused. Did I ever bully someone? Of course, I would never bully someone because I already experienced bullying, so I would never bully someone. Maybe I do bully someone, but I just don't realize it. But I would never do something like that to my own friend. So I asked her, I would never bully C because she's also my friend. Why would I do that to my own friends? Isn't that what friends are supposed to do, to help each other, support each other, and be there for each other? Why would I do something like that? That is a cruel thing to do. Bullying is very bad things to do. And she said that I was a liar in this whole situation. So then on, I just started to go alone by myself. I sat alone at the class because, surprisingly and frankly, everyone started to distance themselves from me. So I used to have a seatmate at that time, but my seatmate just changed their seats near C, and I sat there only with, in the row, there's me and two of my classmates, but we don't talk much. We only exchange few words when we have to talk about projects and the subjects given by the subjects or the explanations given by the teachers. I was sad and I don't know what to do at that time. I was confused because I was still little, as I was the young students there, the youngest I would say. I was the only one who's in 2006 in my class, so I was the youngest. I was very immature and I don't know what to do. It's very hard time. I went home feeling down in the dumps, and I cover myself with my bed covers, and believe it or not, yes, I started to cry because I was still immature back then. I was feeling lonely and I don't know what to do. But I asked from my parents for advice on what should I do, and they told me that I had to get these things fixed. I had to get down and investigate the problem itself. I decided to, so then on, I was motivated and I decided to message my friend Jay again, and I asked for forgiveness if I ever did something wrong. And she told me that she forgave me and she already knew that the problem was not on me but on C for spreading bad rumors about me. So she helped me with this situation. So the next day when Jay and I entered the class, we saw that C was still sitting with her own groups there, and Jay was furious because she was also involved in the situations, and there are also rumors about Jay too. That is why Jay and I started to walk to C's directions and ask her about all of these dramas, these silly dramas, and these accusations on why would she do that. And surprised, her response was very weird. She said that we're not friends and all those accusations was right. And she pointed at me and telling me, well, aren't you a homewrecker? You stole my boyfriend from me. And I told her, well, I could give you a proof. There's proof that you're not dating with Matthew. I asked Matthew myself the other day if he was dating you, and he said, no, you guys are not dating. And Matthew would never date you. So why are you accusing me and telling lies to people that you are dating Matthew? You can't do that, that's a bad thing. And there she sat in silence. I had the proof in my phone. I also asked Matthew on Instagram again. I DM'd him and asked him about it again to confirm if this is right or not. I had the message and this is weird, this is silly. I scrolled on my phone and then I showed C about the message, and I show it like this. This is the proof that you're not dating with Matthew. This is like the whole drama, like in sinetron Indosiar. It's very funny. All of us was immature back then. And C was frustrated. She pushed me. Like, bro, what are you doing? I did nothing. What are you doing? Why are you frustrated at me? Shouldn't I be the one who's frustrated at you? So she pushed me and I stand there in confusion. I was She walked out of the class. And I asked her group, I dared to ask her groups, her peer groups, what did she tell all of you? I asked them that, and they tell me all of it. Then on, Jay and I started to distance ourselves from C for a very short time, I would say. Not long, but short, because I don't want to end our friendship too, because she was my friend. I don't want to end our friendship. I told Jay that even though she made some mistakes, a lot of mistakes, but we should also forgive her and ask for forgiveness too if we ever did something wrong to her. So we messaged her and we apologized to her first, that if we ever do something wrong and if we also being cruel to her. She said, yeah, I forgive you. And I also asked her to apologize to Jay because she also made an accusation about Jay. I told her you should also ask for forgiveness from Jay because you made rumors about her. She didn't want to, and she blocked us from Instagram, from WhatsApp, and from back in the days, it's not called TikTok, but Musical.ly. Yes, she also blocked us from that account and Musical.ly. So we were both blocked by her. I tried to message her again with my different numbers, with my different account. So I also tried to message her again and ask her to unblock us. We can start this over again. We can start this friendship over again. We can build trust between us again. But she didn't want to. So yeah, I got blocked again. then I guess that's the start of where we end our friendship, because when I stepped my feet on 9th grade, Jay and I are still friends, but we're not friends with C anymore. So that is all the story is about, me being a homewrecker.